My name is Oluwafemi Ashaolu, and today on the show we'll start all the way from Ghana, where the U17 WAFU U17 Championship is going down. And of course, the Black Starlets of Ghana and the Golden Eaglets, Blue Eaglets of Nigeria, are in the semi-finals now. And of course, they won't be meeting each other now, but there is a possibility that they will be facing each other in the final. Remember, the semi-final draw is done now, and of course, Ghana will be playing a very tricky Burkina Faso, and the Golden Eaglets will be facing Ivory Coast, the same opponent that the Flying Eagles now, the under-20 of Nigeria, faced in the under-20 WAFU U17 Championship that took place in the Nigeria Republic last month. So that is what we'll be kicking off the show today. And of course, let's talk about the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The Qatar authorities, they are warning people, especially I know a lot of our Ghanaian fans want to go to that, so the Middle East to cheer the Black Stars. They are warning that if you are coming to their country, no sex, no quickie, no one night stand, nothing else, you will risk 7-year imprisonment. That's very funny. And of course, we'll be talking about the Ghana Premier League. Of course, the league ended last week, and something surprising took place. Etoga was not the high goal scorer. Someone came from behind and overtook Etoga to win the Golden Boot. We'll be talking about all of that on the show today. As usual, Kayode Ogundare is very much around in the studio. Kayode, you're welcome. How was your weekend?
Thank you. It was fun.
Another eventful weekend.
Full of football.
You know, we thought the season was over.
No.
But no dolly moment when it comes to
none at all.
Okay, let's start with the under-17 championship in Ghana. Thank God that, of course, Ghana eventually picked one of the semi-final tickets, you know, after the 4-2 defeat to the Golden Eaglets. And they will be facing a very tricky Burkina Faso card. Before we came into the studio, you and I have been talking about this Burkina Faso side, and you said, haven't won, there are 3 matches in Group A, or in Group B rather. The Black Starlets need to be very careful.
For me, I have seen a lot of the games in this competition, and I think I've seen practically every game. My eyes are blaring, watching too much football. And I tell you that the team I fear most in this competition will have to be this Burkina base.
Not even the
Golden Eaglets of Nigeria. Yeah, they've won all their games. The Nigerians have won all their games. But there's something about this Burkina base that there's a technical depth to them that I thought the first time I saw it in their game against Nigeria Republic, they won 2-1. I thought, okay, they scored first, the Nigerians equalized, they dug deep and got another goal. The second game against Benin Republic, I saw the same thing happen. They scored, you come back, they still dig deep and score. The last game against Ivory Coast was the cracker. They were losing 2-0 at...
all the way to the second half?
Actually, till the 67th minute. It was still 2-0 against them. Then, all of a sudden, they came up and did their usual magic, and they scored 4 goals in 23 minutes. So that tells me more than any other thing that this team has depth, this team has width, it has technical abilities that are a bit above every other team in the competition. It does, let me put a caveat. It doesn't mean it is sure for them that they're going to win the competition. I'm just saying that each team that they have met has posed a different opposition, and they've been able to overcome. So now, going into this game, I want Ghana to be very, very careful. They cannot afford to make mistakes against this team. Against
like
Nigeria,
they did against Nigeria.
Against Nigeria. You know, I said against Nigeria, 3 of the 4 goals that Ghana considered against Nigeria were mistakes, errors.
Schoolboy error. They can be pardoned for that because they just,
that could have been avoided. Now, I do not expect them to make the same mistakes against Burkina Faso, because these Burkinabes are a team that they are very quick in transition. You see them moving the ball quickly from the attack into the middle, and from the middle, they have perfected the art of the long balls over the wall, over the last man. That was what killed Ivory Coast against them. I think 3 of their goals came from balls over the wall, and they are very quick. They have a certain Ousmane Kamara. I think he has 4 goals now. Left foot wonder, he has dribbling skills, technical ability all over the pitch. Is always there. He's very, very
that is good. What the tournament is all about.
Yes, he's very, very good. So Ghana, they have to be on the lookout for him. He's one player that could do a lot of damage. He is one player that the Ghanaians, he's not the only one, but he's one player that if they are able to cut out, they would have reduced the threat of the Burkinabes. So Ghana have they have to be on the lookout for Ousmane Kamara. Not only him, there are a couple of other guys. In the there's the guy who wears their number 4 shirt in the middle of the park. It reminds you of his Sunday Olise. He scored their goal, the first goal against Ivory Coast, and it reminded me of the goal that Olise also scored against Spain at the 1998 World Cup. So for me, there are a whole lot of similarities in their game and the goals that they scored. So there are a whole lot of opportunities for the Burkinabes to win this game. Then it doesn't mean that the Ghanaians are also not without their strength. I saw them against Togo.
They're paying in front of their home support now.
And I was happy that the supporters turned up for them. Even the game against Togo was 0-0 at halftime. The supporters never backed down. They kept supporting them until they got the goals.
The 3 goals.
The goals came a bit late, but they kept up the support until they got those goals. So, the thing there is, the Burkinabes, they share a common border with Ghana, same as the Ivorians. So that it's a long way away for them to come and overshadow
the home
support that Ghana will have in the stadium. If the stadium is packed with supporters, it could go a long way to go. The Ghanaians also have one or two players that we did not see too well in the defeat to Nigeria. I saw Andrew Appiah, who for me reminded
number 11.
The number 11 reminded me of a certain Neo that Lamte in 1991. The only difference is the coach have to talk to him to cut off this childish exuberance. He tends to overdo things when he could have kept it simple. He wants to dribble 3, 4, 5 players.
They are under 17.
Yeah, they could be excused. I'll give him that. But then, apart from Appiah, there's the Collins Ageman, the captain. He has done the captain's job so far. He scored the penalty against Nigeria and they got another penalty against Togo too. In fact, he was brought down for the penalty against Togo. For me, he's the kind of captain that you want in your team. He leads from the front. He's a defender, but he leads from the front. You see him always popping up at the right time in the right places. So I think it's going to be a cracker. I think it's going to be a cracker. Yes, I think so.
Okay, let's talk about the Golden Eaglets. We'll be playing Ivory Coast, the same opponent we got in the semi-final of the Under-20 WAFU U17 Championship in Nigeria last month. Do you think at this point this is the most important game of this tournament?
Exactly.
Because once you lose, you are not going to the AFCON. Now, what do you think the Golden Eaglets are meant to say? What do you think the Golden Eaglets needs to do? Because they have to be careful. Because every team left in the competition, particularly the 4 teams, they are potential finalists.
Yeah, I agree with you. There are 4 potential winners at this stage of the competition. But you know what? The Ivorians do not have a business being in this competition now, at this stage. Because they are here now, because Benin failed to win their game against Niger. If the Benin had won against Niger, they won't be there. I see a common thread running through the Ivorian team in all their 3 games. The first game against Benin, they lost 3-2. They were leading 1-0, Benin came, scored 1, scored 2, they equalized 2-2. At the last minute, they capitulated, Benin won. Then the game against Niger, they won that one hands down, 6-1. They have a young Diamande, who is also their star player that the Nigerians have to be on the lookout for. In the last game against Burkina Faso, they were leading 2-0 and then capitulated again to concede 4 goals in 24 minutes against a Nigerian team. And I'm very happy. A
very rampant Nigerian team that never shy to score.
Exactly, and I'm very happy the kind of coach that the Nigerians have. Nduka Obade is one of the best youth coaches you can have around. He plays a pressing game. He will not allow you to rest for 1 minute. And the Ivorians have shown that they buckle under pressure. If you continually press them, they will make mistakes, and those mistakes could be fatal. Those mistakes could lead to goal. So whilst I have my fears that you cannot stop them from scoring, they've shown that they've scored the most number of goals in this competition. They've gotten 10 goals so far in this competition. That's the highest by anything. Yet they've conceded loads of goals. They conceded 4 against Burkina Faso, 2 against Benin, and 1 against. That means they've conceded 7 goals. Scored 10, conceded 7.
Against Nigeria, they've conceded 3.
Yes. No, I mean the Ivorians.
Yes, I'm talking about Ivory because you'll be meeting the Golden Eaglets. Yes. Now I'm comparing the number of goals that they've conceded now.
Yes, those ones have conceded 3.
And the Golden Eaglets have scored 7 goals.
They've scored 7. So for me, I think it's the level of pressure the level of pressure will determine where this game goes, who is going to win this game. I do not see the Ivorians not scoring. But yet, I do not see them stopping Nigeria from also scoring. It now depends on who is going to score more. You know? But the way I see it, the way the Nigerian team is set up, they press more, they do not relent until the 90th minute. And so the tendency is for you to make mistakes when the pressure is getting too much. And that's why I think the Nigerians will have an edge in the game.
Okay, it's important to stress that the two finalists in the ongoing WAFU U17 U17 Championship in Ghana will have automatic qualification to the under-17 AFCON that will be taking place next year in Algeria. Before we go on a break, we'll quickly give you an update on the book we introduced to you in the last program, talking about the making of Nigeria's dream team, written by our own Dr. Mumini Alao. Kayode, quickly.
Yeah, thank you very much, Femi. After the last program, I've gotten a lot of inquiries from people who want the book,
copy?
And I've told those who are outside Nigeria they can get it on Amazon. When they go there, just type the making of Nigeria's dream team. You get the book there. You see the price and how it will be shipped to you. I've gotten a lot of testimonies from people, my friends who have gotten the book from the US.
I saw someone in Canada told me, from our sport journalist.
Yeah, somebody in Canada got the book. My friend has gotten it in the US, so it's there on Amazon. Wherever you are in the world, you can get it. But for those who are in Nigeria, you can get it on Jumia. Yeah, you can get it on Jumia. But if you want a personalized copy, if you want the author to autograph your copy, I can get that for you. All you need to do is get.
How much?
No, as a matter of fact, it will even cost less than what you to get.
Okay, just the benefit of proximity.
Yes, yeah. If you are in Lagos, you can get that. It will be less than what you will get it for on Jumia. When you get to Jumia, you get how much the book is for. But I'm going to get the autograph for you, and we'll talk. You can come and pick it. You can go and pick it up at the Complete Sports office complex in Cote, Lagos. We're going to be dropping the location in the description of this video, and you can also send a mail to NigeriaSuperfans1@gmail.com about your whereabouts. We'll arrange how you can get a copy. We want to make sure that everyone has a copy because this is a piece of history. Everybody needs to have this book.
So everybody knew what happened in 96. So you want to know how everything went down?
Yes, behind the scenes. After me, I am already reading the book, and I like what I'm reading already. The background to the formation of the team. There are things that, Femi, I thought before reading this book, I thought I knew about that team. I started seeing games, qualifying games that they played, the team list, everything, the little details that we missed at that time, being a ball fan. Now you're a journalist, there are gaps of information gaps that you need to fill. This book fills all of those for you, and I think I'm happy I have a copy, and I think everybody should also do that. So like I said, you're going to get the description of how to get this book. You are going to get information about how to get this book in the description of this video. Then if you're outside Nigeria, like I said, go get it on Amazon. It's there for all.
Nigeria made history in 1996 by becoming the first African country to win the Olympic gold medal in football. So if you're a Ghanaian, if you're from Cameroon, if you're from Ivory Coast, and you want to know how everything went down, like how they said, behind the scene issues, everything is put together in this book. And for all of you who have been keeping your comments coming, please, we appreciate you. Don't forget to indicate where you are reaching us from, and please don't forget to click on that subscribe button, like our videos, share them, and let us know how you feel about the program. And like we've always been saying, if there's any particular football issue you want us to talk about in Africa, in your country, please bring it to our notice. Of course, you can be rest assured that we'll give you time on the show. Let's quickly go on this very brief break, and we'll return to talk about what Qatar is saying to every fan that wants to come to their country for the 2022 World Cup. If you are not coming as a couple, no sex. If you are coming as a single, no sex, no one night stand, no quickie. They are warning you, else you'll be risking a 7-year jail. We'll be back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and it's still Nigeria Superfans from. Of course, we've talked about a whole lot. Kayode, let's talk about this. I know you've been to World Cups before. You were in Russia 2018. I don't know how it is. I've not had the privilege to cover a World Cup tournament. I hope very soon I'll have one. But is it always like that? You know, a lot of people there's been a lot of, I don't want to call it, maybe a disagreement about giving Qatar the hosting right of this tournament. You know, there's been issue about the weather, you know, the weather in Qatar and all that. People do not want to go, and they've been accusing FIFA of, you know, money that we are accruing to them for giving Qatar the hosting right. And now they are saying, imagine someone coming all the way from Brazil, a single person, a single guy or a single lady coming to Brazil, and let's assume Brazil gets to the final and win the tournament. That means for 4 weeks, you will tell someone not to have sex, Kyle. Even FIFA said,
you are cracking me up. Seriously.
Really, I'll read what FIFA said. FIFA said no exemption. The World Football Governing Body said there will be no exceptions made to the rule banning sex outside marriage during the 4-week tournament. Did I even say if you're not married, there are some places you will not even be admitted to as a fan?
Yeah.
If you're not married, if you want to be admitted to a hotel, there must be a couple must bring their marriage certificate. How they?
No. Yeah, they say.
You were in 2018.
Yeah,
Russia. Is it like that?
It was more about the sex thing, but there were also restrictions, like on where you can go and where you cannot go. Every countries bid for. It's a FIFA competition, but it is the national government of that country that
set the rules.
Within
surrounding, yeah.
This is
outside football now.
Yeah, this is what we're going to take. This is what we are not going to take. There are some that will clash with FIFA's principles and ethics that FIFA will say no. You have to give us restrictions, like maybe on visa and everything. Outside that, they can decide in our country we do not want this open display of affection. If you are not with your wife, for example, or your husband, you have to come with your spouse before you are allowed to lodge in the same hotel room. They are not saying you cannot get a room if you are single, but you cannot bring a handbag.
That's what I'm saying. If you are bringing a partner,
yes,
a female partner or a male partner, you must show that you are married.
That you are married.
That's what I'm saying.
But even outside the World Cup, if you are going to any other country, those are the requirements. It's not because it's a World Cup. Those are the requirements.
But isn't that going to discourage a lot of people from?
Femi, I am not sure that you
can't show affection in public. You can't kiss someone indiscriminately in public.
Yeah, Femi, I am not sure that laying off sex for 1 month will not kill anybody. Yeah, I'm not sure it will kill anybody.
Not 1 week, not 2 weeks.
People do it. You are doing it for a purpose.
No, if you are going celibate, it's a different thing.
No, 1 month is nothing, Femi. See, look, I don't want us to set too much stuff like this. You can decide even when you are married. Are you telling me you have sex every day?
No.
So
what about young people, bubbling young people?
If you have, I consider myself a professional. If I have to do without sex for 1 month, so be it. So and there are rules guiding this thing. It's not as if you get to Qatar before they now tell you. They have told you before you even board the plane that if you are coming, it is no sex for.
If you know you can't do without this,
don't come. It's as simple as that. It's very, very simple. Not too deep for me. And for me, like I said, having sex or not having sex for 1 month is not really the end of the world.
Okay, so Qatar is warning. They say public display of affection are frowned upon. It is not part of our culture, and that goes across the board to everyone. So if you are going to Qatar and you know you are going with, you are even going with condom, that will even implicate you right from the airport. So if you are a Ghanaian and you are planning on going to cheer the Black Stars, I think you have to think twice, or you have to begin to throw that arrangement into the dustbin and make a new one. Kadi, let's talk about the Ghana Premier League. I attended over the weekend, and of course, Cote, they're already champions. But what surprised me most was, Etoga losing the Golden Boot and the last game.
What's surprising about it?
This Ashanti Gote, your Ano, came from behind, scored 2 goals. Etoga already had 21 going into the match, and this young man came from nowhere, scored 2 goals, and I'm sure Etoga will have felt somehow, because I'm sure he must have been eyeing that prize, that at least a reward for his hard work for the season. Anyway, we can't take anything away from the young man, Cardi. He did brilliantly well.
Yeah, he did. Over the course of the season, Etoga has done pretty well for himself, and he has gotten just rewards for his effort. He got invited to the Cameroon national team, and for that, I think he will consider this a very, very successful season. Fine, he would have loved to have capped it with the top scorers award, But hey, it happens. That's the name of the game. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The guy who eventually won it plays for Ashanti Gold, which, if things go according to what we think, they may not be playing in the league
division next season.
Of course, he's going to get another club. He has shown that he will get another club with his effort. But that's the unpredictability of football. And for the guy, I'm very, very happy. For Etuga too, he has nothing to be ashamed of.
Okay, so let's talk about teams that got relegated. 11 Wonders got relegated. WAFU, after 6 years in the league, of course, they got relegated. And of course, Mina Sharks, like we've said, I think that Shark, I don't think they have Finn actually carried. I think the Finn has been cut off long time because they got relegated even before the end of the season. But Kyle, let's talk about Hearts of Oak. Maybe, I don't know, they finished 6th on the table. I think when they look back, I think there will be some kind of regret. People were thinking that they will be able to push up.
Yeah,
I think the turning point was at that point where the flu that broke out in the. I'm just saying.
No.
I think because they had piles of game, they were about 4th at the time.
No. Even at that time, they were finding it difficult to break into the top 4. Don't forget, they Beckham, Edwana, and Kotoko were always ahead of them at every point that we were taking note. So for me, it's about the flu confounded it, but it was already a very difficult situation.
Because there are about 15 players that already infected.
It was a difficult situation that just got.
And they had only 1 week. Only 1 week. They missed just one fixture.
Yeah, it was a bad situation. Just got worse. Not that it was the reason why they finished 6th.
Okay.
For me, I think the season is ended now. We are talking about the great Hearts of Oaks. They are going to get back, and next season they will work for something better. That I think is what they would do.
Okay, so Hearts of Oak champions, we have Medema finished 2nd, Beckham United.
Kotoko champions.
Yeah, Kotoko champions.
Yeah, you said Hearts of Oaks.
Oh, sorry. Kotoko, I meant to say Ashanti Kotoko are champions, Medema 2nd, Beckham United, they finished 3rd, Karela 4th, then Accra Great Olympics 5th, and of course Hearts of Oak, they finished 6th. So, Kayode, what happened to Ray Tamale, Kayode?
Nothing happened to them. It's football. I wished they would have finished.
They survived relegation by the Whiskers. They finished 15th on the table.
Yeah, it happens. That's football.
Just 1 point. Just 1 point. Above 11 Wonders.
It wasn't a too good season for them. Like I said, I just have this sentimental attachment to RTU. You understand? Not that I expected them to win the league or perform any miracle this outgone season, but hopefully next season everybody will start on a clean slate. Everybody will be given the opportunity to start again, and then hopefully they can do better. Like I said, they may still not be able to compete with the big teams, with the Ashanti Kotoko, with the Hearts of Oaks, but they will be in a position to contest. See, all this became Edwana Stars, all of them are in the same WhatsApp group with RTU. They are not bigger than RTU.
WhatsApp group?
Yeah, they are in the same WhatsApp group.
If you are a Ghanaian, if you are concerned, what can they just say?
Yes,
you guys all belong to the same WhatsApp group.
I also supported RTU, so I know what I'm saying. They are in that same group. Yeah, out of Oak, despite finishing 6th, Ashanti Kotoko, I caught above the rest. That is not something to be debated. But the second team, Medema, Edwana, they are not bigger than RTU. As a matter of fact, RTU will probably have more supporters because they are like the pride of the north. They are based in Tamale, the northern part of Ghana. They have a huge support base, even much more than all these other teams apart from the big 2. So for me, next season, let's see how it goes.
So Beckham picking a continental ticket. How do you think it will feel for them? You know, the FA Cup is still coming. I think there will be. Medema picked. They finished 2nd. So I think Beckham has Ghana FA Cup. They have with Hearts of Hope.
Yes.
The game is still coming up.
Exactly.
So I think that is going to be very crucial because
for
both of them, Hearts want to use it to compensate for the loss this season. But for Medema, how do you think it will feel for them?
See, teams like that, and when I say teams like that, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. Teams like that, we have some of them too in the Nigerian league. They do not have what it takes to do too well in the continent.
or perhaps to even keep their players, because when they get better off at the league.
Definitely, no team in Africa, no team in sub-Saharan Africa, especially West Africa, has enough to keep their players. No team, not even like Ashanti Kotoko.
Because I'm even afraid, because it's likely that Etoga will leave Kotoko, and that will likely affect them next year.
Yes. So, like I said, some of these players, the team we're talking about, Mediamana, they do not have what it takes to compete on the African continent. Because if you put them side by side, the
like
Alali, Zamalek, REC of WAC of Casablanca of Morocco, you can see even against teams from Sudan, you can see that they
even from South Africa, Mamelodi
Sundowns
and the
Orlando Pirates, Chiefs, they do not have West African teams, club sides do not have the wherewithal to do that against. Maybe before we used to hear about the ASEC Mimosas, African Sports, even them now, they do not have that ability, the funding, the funding, not pedigree now, to compete at that level. That's why it will take a long time to see any other team outside the North Africans and then South African teams competing for CAF's top titles.
Okay, Carl, let's play around things up now. Let's talk about the CAF Awards. I think CAF, they are waking after 2 years. After 2 years hiatus, due to COVID. They said the CAF Award will be holding on July 21st. I think, I don't want to say it's a thing of shame. I don't know what they actually faced. Maybe financially, the confederation was really affected. But I know other international bodies, they've held award titles within these 2 years. And you are saying because of COVID,
COVID was a ready excuse. COVID wasn't the only reason why they have not been able to.
So what do you think it was?
A lot of things for me. A lack of accountability means that you always struggle for sponsors. They have not put African football where it should be, so they are always struggling to get sponsors to sponsor these awards. There was a time that they had Glow CAF Awards. There was a time that ITO was trying to do certain things with them. Those are the things that they have not gotten, and that's because if they have sponsors, forget COVID, they would have done it. Hopefully now, with proper planning and open this thing, accountability.
Why Africa always? Like Balotelli, why always me? Why Africa always?
That's $1 million question.
Okay, let's go to Nigeria Professional Football League. Our producer is already telling us to leave the studio. Abia Warriors, week 34 fixtures now, the results. Abia Warriors 3, Kano Pillars 2. Atland, of course, they defeated the Katsina United by Longo. Rangers and Rivers United, of course, Rivers still maintaining the lead at the top of the table. Niger Tornadoes defeated Nasarawa United by Longo. Dakada defeated Aqua United. Wango, did you see that coming, Kayode? Dakada, Aqua United?
I did not. I would expect ordinarily that Aqua United would be the ones to always win on top when they play.
Yeah, so Raymond Stars defeated Lodisar by 3-1. Kwara United at last defeated Sunshine Stars of Akure 1-0. Ose Pesero was in Ilorin to watch that game.
I saw the images from that game.
Yeah, okay. Wiki Tourists, of course, they drew away, or at home to Shooting Stars. Thank God, nobody said it was broken by Shooting Stars as supporters. Plateau United 1, Agombe United 1. The MFM, I also didn't see that coming. MFM came from a goal down against Enyimba.
Yeah, and for me, like I was discussing with somebody yesterday, Femi, MFM are one of the most improved team over the last 6-7 games. They've lost, I think, only once.
Yeah.
But I think they've left it a little bit too late. Now, so I am not sure anything.
They're already neck deep into
I'm not sure anything can save them. But Femi, like I also said, if we check the league table from the team in 11th to the team in 17th, there's only 4 points separating them, and we have like 4 more games to go. So that means nobody is safe, nobody is relegated yet.
Okay, so at the top of the table, Rivers United still 71 points after 34 games. Plateau United 61, 10 points gap after 34 games. Then, like you said, at the bottom, it could still be anybody could still go down.
Anybody.
MFM at the bottom of the table, they have 36 points. Compared to Nasarawa in 11, they have 44 points. That is how many points? Just 5 points.
Just 5 points. That's what I'm saying. So nothing is settled at all.
So 4 games left. You think Rivers United they've got this?
No, they have. They just need a one more win to go through. that 10-point gap, they just need one more win. Once they win one game, the title is there. So it's at the bottom of the table that the real competition will be. But for me, Rivers United are already champions in waiting.
So I think Fidelis Lejuku will be contended with the continental ticket.
Yeah, it should be. He has done well for them. It should be. After their league win in 2017, this is the highest they have come, and so they could be proud of the job he has done with them.
Where's Kennedy Boboy? It's been a while. He won that title for Plateau United.
2017. Yeah. Yes.
Where is he?
The life of a coach.
To be higher than fire.
Yes, always.
Okay, this is where we'll be drawing the curtain on today's edition of Nigeria Super Farms. I hope you enjoyed yourself. What are your opinion, or what do you think about the issues that we've talked about today? The under-17 WAFU U17 Championship going on in Ghana. Tomorrow, the games will be going down. Nigeria will be facing Ivory Coast, while Ghana will be facing a very tricky Burkina Faso. What do you think? Tomorrow, Nigeria will play first before the Ghana game. And of course, the sex issue regarding the 2022 World Cup. What do you think? Do you think there should have been I'm just concerned about fans. See, this World Cup that we talk about, it is fans that make the thing sweet to carry. What do you think? Do you think there should have been concession for fans that will be coming from places like Brazil and of course maybe Ghana? I don't even know. What do you think? Please let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share our videos. Let us know what you think about football issues, the one that you want us to talk about on the show, and we will give you the adequate attention. Kado, once again, thank you.
Thank you, Femi. It's always a pleasure.
And for our producer, thank you for always making this happen. Until we come your way again, we say have a fantastic week for yourself. Bye for now.